Hey guys, it's Aaliyah with Open Doors, Open Hearts blog. And today I'm really excited to talk to you guys about some of the ways that you can decorate your coffee table and do it in such an affordable way. So today I am going to decorate my coffee table 6 different ways, and I'm going to share with you the prices that I spent in decorating my coffee table. So I feel like a lot of times, did you hear that squeak? I feel like a lot of times when you're looking on the internet for inspiration, whether it's Pinterest or Instagram, or you go to like a website like Pottery Barn or Crate and Barrel or something like that, the items that people use to decorate on their coffee tables can be so expensive, like so expensive. But I wanted to share with you 6 different ways that you can decorate your coffee table for less than, I think the most expensive one was $11.50, and the cheapest one was 50 cents. So I'm going to share with you 6 different ways that I've decorated my coffee table just as some inspiration for you guys. And then I'll also share with you kind of the process, like what is going on in my brain as I'm decorating it in these different ways. But before I get into showing you all 6 ways, I did want to say first, not every item that I decorated with was thrifted, and also not every item that I decorated with was the most inexpensive thing. So like for instance, the books that I use to decorate on my coffee table, I have slowly gathered them over the past few years just because I really like the inspiration that I'm able to pull from these interior design books. Not that I have a whole lot of spare time, but in the evening after the kids are in bed and I've done the dishes, or if I just feel like leaving the dishes and just sitting on the couch, sometimes I'll just sit down and pick up one of these books. Sometimes I'll pick up one of these books and start reading it during quiet reading time. I just really like gleaning the inspiration and some ideas from these books. That said, I know that some of these books are kind of expensive. At least I find them expensive. Some of these books are like $30 that I have. Now, for me, I usually will wait until Christmas time when I have gift cards or my birthday, and I'll use my birthday money to get these books. But before I decided to start spending my birthday money and my Christmas money on these books, I did get some books from garage sales and thrift stores. And so I just wanted to share some with you that I've used in the past, so that if you don't want to go spend $30 on a book, but you want some pretty books on your coffee table, you can definitely do that for super cheap. So some of the books that I have got at garage sales are like gardening books. This is a landscape book, and I think I got both of these for like $1 a piece. Another garage sale that I went to, and I actually still use these at Christmas time. This is a Christmas cookbook, but from the outside you can't tell that it's a cookbook, but it looks really nice and Christmassy. I have got this Better Homes and Garden cookbook and the Southern Living cookbook. They're old, relatively old, 1997, and what's this one, 2001. So it's not like they're brand new, but because they're not brand new, the lady that I got these from, and I think I actually have like 6 more back there, 4 more back there, I got them for free. She just gave them to me at that garage sale. So other books that I use, I got these at a thrift store. These are Pottery Barn books, and I have 3 of them. 1 for bedroom, 1 for living room, and 1 for bathroom. And these ones are really nice for every day. They're super simple. They're just white books with a gray binding, super neutral. And these I got at a thrift store. I think these were, I don't remember how much they were, but in my mind, I would not have spent much more than $3 to $5 for these books. So when I'm showing you how much these like table stylings cost me, Those books that I'm using were free to me because I bought them as gifts, but I just want you to be aware that we can get creative and you can get really pretty books for your coffee table that do not cost $30. If you really want these books, the one that I like the best is, I think I have it, Feels Like Home, I think. Hold on, let me look. Yeah, so this one, Feels Like Home, is my favorite of all of the books that I have purchased. Honestly, I open the other books, don't get me wrong, but oh yeah, look here. See, I leave this one out all the time. One of the kids put highlighter on it. Oh no, that's not highlighter, that's just a marker. Can you see the marker? I love this book. I love Lauren and all the things that she does. So this book just naturally, it's super my style. She's super casual, super laid back in her style, which is something that I want to achieve in our home as well. So if you're interested, I will link the books down below in case you guys want to, but just know that you do not have to buy these books that cost $20 to $30 to make your coffee table look pretty. Okay, so let's start decorating this coffee table. So my number one goal when I am decorating any space, not just the coffee table, but any space, is one, to always think about the practicality and the function. And so like for me in the summer, I can have a whole lot more things on the coffee table because we are spending way more time playing outside than we are playing board games inside. In the winter, although I feel like winter is cozier and it would make more sense to have more things for the aesthetic, practically at my house, unless we decide to play at the dining room table for whatever the thing may be, some of the board games are too big, so we have to play them at the dining room. But we do like to play a lot of games on the coffee table in the winter. So either I put a bunch of stuff on here and then I make sure that it's easy to remove, and I'll talk about that later, or I just do less. So number one goal is always to make it look pretty but function the way that I need it to function in my home. Then number two is to make sure it's as cheap as possible. Shopping secondhand in thrift stores is my number one way to reduce costs when I'm trying to decorate a space and be as affordable and budget friendly as possible. Another thing that I really like to do is to DIY some decor. So for instance, one of the vases that I am going to use to style on this coffee table was bright yellow, but I brought it home, and if you guys watched, I'll link to it up here. If you watched my aged lamp DIY tutorial, I did the exact same process on that lamp for the vase, and that vase cost $2, and it had a little lid on it, and so I took the lid off of it, did the same thing to the lid, and now I use it to hold like the little matches. So that's just another way that I have tried to reduce the cost and still make things look really pretty. Okay, so the process that I use when I start decorating my coffee tables is to decide how many sections I want to decorate with. And again, I usually do that based on functionality and the time of year. So in the summertime, I am more likely to use 3 or even 4 sections on my coffee table. And so I divide the coffee table up into 3 or 4 sections. And then I start decorating in each section individually. And once I'm done decorating in each section individually, then I kind of step back and see if it looks balanced as a whole. So balance the one section, and then do your next section, and then do the third section, then step back and make sure that the whole thing all together is balanced. Okay, and I probably should have said this first. What I do before I start decorating is I definitely decide how many sections I want to decorate. But then after that, I look at the different pieces that I'm thinking about for that season. And so like for summer, a clear vase or white vase, things that are lighter and brighter in the summer. And then I think about if it's fall or winter, a lot more frequently I'll use maybe darker and cozier colors like that black vase, the black candle, or I'm sorry, the black match holder that I was talking about, or like my black candlestick holder versus my brass candlestick holders look really good. They look good in the fall, but they also are really nice in the summer. So I try to coordinate my different decor pieces that I'm thinking about using on the coffee table. That way they create that feel that I want, and then I begin working in each section with the different items. I always, as like a default, like over decorate. And then I step back and I'm like, okay, I just over decorated. I need to remove some things from this. I like to do this just because I feel like it gives my coffee table or the kitchen and the dining room, it gives it more of a clutter-free feel. And I know, like for me, my husband and I were actually talking about this last night. I need that. For my mental sanity. So now I feel like I haven't done this in a long time. I feel like for a while I was feeling convicted to kind of share some inspiration and encouragement with you guys at the end of the video, and I haven't done it, I think, in a long time. But yesterday, I knew I was gonna film today, and yesterday we were driving home and I just felt this in my heart. And I don't know who's gonna watch this video or who needs to hear it, or maybe even it's just for me. But I wanted to share with you something that really stuck with me from church on Sunday. Our pastor was talking and he said that believing the lie empowers the liar. And at least like for me and for my family, like what that means to us is when Satan whispers lies to you that make you, lies of inadequacy, he whispers fears that people will laugh at you or make fun of you or whatever. When we believe those things about ourselves, we empower him. Instead, we need to believe the truth about who God has declared that we are, instead of believing the lies that Satan is trying to tell us because he's afraid of what you're capable of if you believe the truth. So that was like really impactful for me. I've talked to you guys about this before. I feel like all the time I hear lies that make me fearful of a lot of different things. And if I believe what he says about me and I fear what other people think about me, then often I'm not going to do or say like any of this, like the videos, the blog posts, the different conversations that I have with people at church, inviting people over to the house and having dinner with people or anything like that. Like I will let fear grip me, and then it prevents me from being able to cultivate and build relationships with people. Anyhow, I just wanted to tell you not to believe the lies, that fear is a liar, and you are far more than you imagine you are, and you are capable of far more than you believe that you're capable of. So thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that you enjoyed seeing the different ways to decorate your coffee table, but more than that, I hope that this little bit of encouragement lifts you up and helps you throughout the next week. If you're new to my channel, I would love for you to hit the subscribe button down below, and I'll see you next time.